3 minutes left. Archangel Michael says, a letter is coming. A letter that changes everything inside. It is your name written in golden ink and a secret you were never supposed to know. A truth about your inheritance hidden for years, but now it is time. Do not wait. Open this. Hey, loved one. This may sound strange, but heaven has been waiting for you to read this right now. Do your arms feel cold? That isn't a mistake. Yes, that is proof. Archangel Michael has been standing behind you with his wings spread wide and a letter in his hand that is so powerful that even angels got scared when they read it for the first time. This is not just any news. This is divine property. People in the heavenly courts have whispered your name right now. A strange envelope is coming through the prophecy instead of the mailman. If you don't pay attention, you might miss the only key God left for you. You were picked for this. Not because you are perfect, but because there is something holy in your soul. Don't you feel it? It hurts. It wants. And you cannot shake the feeling that something big and planned is about to happen that is not making up stories. That is a divine memory slowly coming back to you. And today, Archangel Michael backs it up. A very powerful person tried to hide your hidden inheritance from you, but heaven is taking it out of the ground right now. Not only that, but you will not believe who sent it. Last night they called your name from beyond the veil. It was heard by Archangel Michael. He had to pay attention to it. He flew right into God's room and begged, Father, please let me deliver this message personally. They might miss the reason you made them if they miss it again. God replied, yes, it is just right that you are reading this now. There are 3 minutes left until a decision is made that cannot be changed. But there is still time to say yes. Do not forget how important this message is. Archangel Michael is not scared to warn you. He is telling you this out of love because it is not just a letter that is coming. It is an opening, a revelation, or something that has been spiritually sealed and put away for you in the divine realm. You are now finally ready to bring your ideas into the real world, but only if you pay attention. Also, beloved, let's take a moment to rest before we go any further. There is a sign. If your heart is still beating fast and your eyes will not stay open, that means this is for you. Archangel Michael has more to say. So, please click subscribe. And the next message could have the last instructions on how to get what is rightfully yours. You do more than just follow a channel when you hit the subscribe button. As you align your name with this season's prophetic flow, heaven has been letting it out. It is more than just a click to subscribe. It is a spiritual link. It is how you say, I am positioning myself to receive every word, every instruction, every unlocking that God is sending through this vessel. As you subscribe, know that Archangel Michael is watching those who are getting ready to be aligned. A prophetic promise is made over your life, that you will not miss your chance, that you will be in the right place at the right time, and that heaven will speak to you clearly. So go ahead and click subscribe right now and let it be known in the halls of heaven that you are prepared for what will come next. You will not find this again if you skip. Let's get back to the letter. You will not find this envelope in the mailbox. Someone who left this world but did not leave you has issued this spiritual decree. They couldn't speak until heaven told them it was okay. It was just hours ago that they gave that permission. While Archangel Michael delivers it, he also keeps it safe because evil forces don't want this truth to come out. Someone, maybe even a family member, didn't want you to know what was in that letter. Heaven had other plans, though. A heavenly scroll was engraved with your name, and the angels are now starting to do something that had been put off for decades. Someone tried to give it to you before, but you were too upset, distracted, or with the wrong people. That is why you never got it. But Archangel Michael tells them this is the last time they can offer it. Their whole path will change if they open this. You have no idea how close you were to losing everything, but God stepped in. Do you know who sent this letter? Someone who held your hand when you were little. Someone who called your name right before they died. Someone you dream about even though you say you don't. That person begged heaven for this message to get to you because your birthright has a secret you didn't know. That thing would have changed the way you see your whole family. Now it is your turn to find out. As he stands, Archangel Michael holds a sealed scroll that is glowing with divine fire. Not everyone can see it, but he is slowly and carefully opening it for you. The first words written inside will make your hands shake. I left everything for you. The person I loved most, but they tried to hide it. It says, sorry you had to go through so much pain. That one sentence was written by someone you loved deep down. They are still there. They are seeing. They also asked Archangel Michael to tell you the truth tonight. You had to step into your divine assignment not because it was scary or too much for you since you thought you were forgotten. You have been living under a curse of confusion. But that was the lie, the truth. You were the heir. You have always been. The time is now running out. Do you sense the need for speed? The way your spirit is shaking. This is because you are at a divine doorway and the Archangel Michael has the handle in his hand. He cannot open it though until you do. You need to say yes. You cannot skip this because that door leads to something. It is not just a good thing. It is everything that was taken from you. The trust, the safety, the food, the love, the answers, and yes, the inheritance as well as money and land. Spiritual inheritance is also important. The gifts you were meant to walk in. Who it was that was being kept secret. The real you. The real you from the start. This was known to your ancestors, but it was stolen, changed, or hidden somewhere along the bloodline. Now heaven is fixing the record, but it costs something. You cannot act like you did before. The way you see the world will change after reading this message. The change will be felt by those around you. Some people will not like it. Some people will be jealous. But some will finally tell you the truth that they were afraid to say because this letter shows everything. What does the scroll say at the very end? Keep this one safe because what I left behind is theirs and theirs alone, not anyone else. With tears in his eyes, Archangel Michael is standing. Yes, angels cry when they see a soul that has been hurt unfairly, been lied to, tricked, or left behind, but has kept going, prayed, and hoped. That is why you are getting a reward. Not because they are perfect, but because they kept going. That is clear to God. Pay close attention. You will either connect with this miracle or unintentionally walk away from it for good in the next 3 hours. Not by choice, but because of something else. Your phone may ring, says Archangel Michael. You might be asked to go somewhere. You might be tired, cranky, or antsy. The enemy is trying to stop the delivery there. But if you fight back and stay long enough, you will get everything heaven promised you. But it costs something. You cannot act like you did before. The way you see the world will change after reading this message. The change will be felt by those around you. Some people will not like it. Some will want it badly. But some people will finally tell you the truth that they were afraid to say, because this letter makes everything clear. What is written at the very end of the scroll? Keep this one safe, because what I left behind is theirs and theirs alone, not anyone else. With tears in his eyes, Archangel Michael is standing. Yes, angels cry when they see a soul that has been hurt unfairly, been lied to, tricked or left behind, but has kept going, prayed and hoped. That is why you are getting a reward. Not because they are perfect, but because they kept going. That is clear to God. Pay close attention, because in 3 hours you will either align with this miracle or walk away from it forever without realizing it, because of something else, not by choice. Archangel Michael says that your phone might ring. You might be asked to go somewhere. You might be tired, cranky, or antsy. The enemy is trying to stop the delivery there. If you stay long enough and don't give up, you will get everything heaven promised you. What does this inheritance include? Oh, beloved, it goes beyond money. It is land, keys, names, legal justice, restoration, closure, answers, old letters that were never sent, memories you never got to hear, and gifts you never got to open. Heaven is sick of seeing you suffer without them. Enough is enough, declares Archangel Michael. I have drawn my sword. There are no more lies. It is time. People like you do think that big things are going to happen. That is how spiritual discernment works. You were meant to do this. You were meant to carry something heavy, and now you are getting paid for it. Then pay close attention, because most people look away at this point. You were not born to turn your back on heaven, though, beloved child. You were born to bring the message from heaven to people on earth. That message is being given to you like a flame right now. Beautiful, fragile, and eternal. Please don't skip this, because what is coming next will make you cry and set you free at the same time. Fire, prayer, and angelic resistance were all used to deliver the letter. It was meant to be blocked. Someone or something worked very hard to stop this from happening. Archangel Michael did fight for you, though. I mean, fought. Your name was the target of celestial attacks. Someone in your bloodline attempted to strike you out of the book of inheritance. But in the courts of heaven, Archangel Michael spoke up and said, "You will not erase the one God has chosen. I will present the scroll myself." Now he stands in front of you with that exact scroll in his hand. His robes are glowing with golden light. Plus, it weighs more than paper. It holds a divine name, yours, and decades of truth and lies passed down from generation to generation. Have you not always felt like something was missing? It was like no one ever opened a door in your life. It was like there were talks you were not allowed to hear. You were right to feel that way. God gave them divine insight before anyone else on earth could admit it. God was telling you the truth. They were in danger because of the truth. But you were saved. Listen up. You are not far from the person who sent this letter from heaven. They have been trying to get in touch with you through songs, dreams, and even random people that time. Someone called your name with a strange kind of love. At that moment, you found a feather in a place where birds don't fly. That cold feeling you get when you walk by that street. All along they were sending you clues from beyond. But today they finally got through. And when they were told they could only send you one letter from heaven, they didn't write pages and pages. No, they only wrote one short but powerful line which Archangel Michael is now reading to you. You are the only person I believe in. Do not let them bury what I gave you. It is not just a gift. It is a trust, and heaven cannot wait to see what you do with it. Are you ready to take on your role? Or will you believe the lies that say you are not ready, not good enough, or not chosen? This is the end of those lies, beloved, because God says you are the only one I trusted. No demon in hell can say no to you if God trusts you. There is money, a lot of money linked to this inheritance. On the other hand, there is land, property, and papers. While you were away, something was signed. This signature is being shown to you by Archangel Michael. It feels like home. You love them. You lost them and you would have died for them. They didn't forget about you. They kept you safe. They moved things behind the veil to make sure that the last blessing went to you and no one else. As this awakening grows inside you, know that helping with this mission is not a joke. It is a sign from God. Jesus says, this is not history. It is a living promise about your future. Come into this moment with faith and a plan. What God has already planned for your life can be unlocked through your giving. Now, I want you to take a moment to think about that truth. Then write these exact words in the comments below. I receive what was always mine. Not like I hope I receive it. No, maybe one day. Yet, I receive what was always mine. These words are not just a comment. They are a declaration that breaks through every excuse, lie, and spiritual block that tried to keep you from hearing this. When you type it, heaven hears how brave you are. Let every angel see your claim. So go ahead and write it now. Someone on earth is now getting scared. In a spiritual sense, the scroll has already been opened. And they know that if you find out what is written inside, their secret will be revealed. That is why strange things have been happening to you lately. Stress you cannot explain. Strange dreams and fights that happen out of the blue are not random. In other words, that is spiritual warfare. They have kept you waiting long enough, says Archangel Michael. The letter was sealed with wax from the altar of heaven. You are the only one who can break it. And as soon as you fully accept this truth and connect with this message, things will change faster than your mind can understand. There will be sudden changes in your finances, calls you didn't expect, property deals being reopened, old wills being changed, family members acting strangely, documents coming to light, and someone who tried to erase you will suddenly reach out to you while pretending to be nice. This time though, you will know the truth because you have read what was written. You know what was said would happen. You are no longer the one who was forgotten. You are the heir that was named. Heaven is waiting for your answer right now in this holy pause. Not just with your lips, but with your whole heart open. Please let me know that you agree by typing one simple word in the comment section below. Amen. The weight of that word comes from your soul's agreement with God. It is not just comments. When you write it, you are signing your name next to what God has already written for you. Every amen you post is like a spiritual seal that says you are ready to get what was always meant to be yours. Be brave and do it now, because this moment of agreement changes things that cannot be seen. The window for this message will close soon as well. Archangel Michael begs you now. Do not leave this unfinished. Their inheritance will not be given to them if they leave again, because the divine door will close. He is not trying to scare you with this. He loves you and says that because he was standing next to the spirit that sent you the message when they found out you didn't know what they left behind. They cried a lot. You do now though. You now know, and heaven is looking down. What if I am wrong? What if this isn't for me? Maybe going through your mind. Dear one, the fact that you are reading this shows that it is not true. Are you sure that heaven would let you get to this message by accident? Not at all. This is divine orchestration. You have spent your whole life building up to this moment. And this is your proof. The angels are moving the stars around your fate to make it happen. That is how bad this is. You are now in a holy time because it is a divine code. The number 3 has been following you. The Holy Trinity, the threefold blessing, since you have read what is written. You know what was said would happen. You are no longer the one who was forgotten. You are the heir that was named. I need you to do something right now before we go any further that will help you really feel this truth. Type Amen again in the comments, but this time do something different. Please make it a loud amen and not a whisper. Let it seal a promise that someone in heaven cried over for you to receive. As you write it, picture Archangel Michael nodding. Your agreement is what opens the door to the next step. Don't hold back. You should type Amen with all the power of the heir you were born to be. The window for this message will close soon as well. Archangel Michael begs you now. Do not leave this unfinished. Their inheritance will not be given to them if they leave again, because the divine door will close. He is not trying to scare you with this. He loves you and says that because he was standing next to the spirit that sent you the message. When they found out you didn't know what they left behind, they cried a lot. You do now, though. You now know. While heaven looks on, what if I am wrong? What if this isn't for me? Maybe going through your mind. Dear one, the fact that you are reading this shows that it is not true. Are you sure that heaven would let you get to this message by accident? Not at all. This is divine orchestration. This is the proof that your whole life has led up to this moment. The angels are moving the stars around your fate to make it happen. That is how bad this is. You are now in a holy time because it is a divine code. The number 3 has been following you. This is the Holy Trinity, or the threefold blessing. Now for the 3-nut warning. Someone is outside the heavenly gate speaking your name. They still pray good things for you, cry for you, ask God to forgive those who hurt you, and beg Archangel Michael to show this to the right people. It is now here and you can make your choice. Will you stay blank and scroll on? Will you lean in and let your heart fully open? Archangel Michael needs to read one more thing from the scroll. A name not yours, but the name of the person who tried to take what belonged to you. You will remember something when he reads it. It will all make sense after a talk, a look, or a suspicion. You were right. Something they were trying to hide is now out in the open because the veil is being lifted by heaven. The last seal is being broken by the sword of Archangel Michael. You can keep the inheritance. You have the power. You now have the truth. Then, beloved, take a deep breath. What is about to happen may shock you, but it will also heal you. It is no longer just about the inheritance. It is about the divine truth of why you are living your life. How things turned out. Betraying people, being alone, having sudden setbacks, and having strange delays. You thought it was bad luck, but God says it is not. That was spiritual sabotage. Now, Archangel Michael's voice is steady, but his eyes are very angry. He knows what time it is. He has looked over the records. He was in the room when the first will was written without your name on it. He saw how someone you were sure of signed over something that was yours. They smiled at you, but they were telling lies behind your back to change what would happen in the future. He also never forgot about Archangel Michael. That is the reason he fought this week for you. That is why this message got to you now, since this is the last window. Now the divine reversal can begin. But if you miss this hour, it might take 7 more years. You don't have to wait 7 years. This generational curse must now be broken by you. It is not just money. You see, it is spiritual authority. When you claim your inheritance, you get more than money. You get peace of mind. You get back the relationships that fell apart. In your body, you get better. There is angelic protection around your home like a light. You will be able to tell the difference between people who are lying to you and those who are sent by God. But just in case you say yes, a property is part of the inheritance, a real one on paper. A key is hidden in a box that hasn't been opened in years. Now, Archangel Michael shows me the picture. It is dirty, locked, and in a drawer that someone swore you would never open. But now, that drawer is bright because it is time. Angels are all around it. There was a picture, a promise, a memory, and a last letter in that box. To my beloved, I saw what they did to you. It says, I tried to stop it. This is all I could give. Don't let them take it again. This is your reward, not just for staying alive, but also for loving, even when no one was there to protect you. When Archangel Michael reads those lines, his voice breaks. And the only reason you are still here is because your heart was made for this moment. And I want you to stop right now if you haven't already subscribed, because right now, this very second, you are in alignment with God. When you click subscribe, you are not just adding your name to a list. You are locking into a prophetic timeline that God is making for your life. Alignment is turned on by subscription. It sets you up to get the next word, key, or instruction that will let you in on what you have been waiting for. Heaven rewards people who respect the way God talks to us. I am aligning with my prophetic destiny. I declare in my heart as I click the subscribe button, I am not going to miss what God has to say. I am ready to make a breakthrough right now. Make your promise and let the angels know. By now, other people would have given up. Not you, though. You stayed. That is right. You were picked for this. Right now, something holy is being sent to your spirit. You might feel hot, cold, or like your chest is heavy. You might suddenly remember a dream or a place you haven't been to in a long time. That is not a coincidence. That is your divine GPS being turned on by heaven. Changes are being made to your life so you can find the place and promise you were meant to receive all along. Someone will try to stop it too. They always do this time though. Archangel Michael will be in their way. Anyone who tries to get in the way has been blocked by God. They are not going to win. Not now. Because you are now in sync with heaven's clock. Everything you stole is coming back to you in greater amounts. You could start getting calls, emails, papers, or dreams that feel like they are telling you what to do. Follow the signs, says Archangel Michael. Your steps will be shown to you. You will know in your spirit. You will feel a strong urge to make a choice, and it will be the right one because your soul is once again in touch with divine timing. God is so proud of you even when you cried by yourself and thought no one cared. Even when you asked God, "Do you even see me?" tells Archangel Michael, "I was there. I was writing down every tear. They are now being turned into payment, restoration, and reward. Take that in. This inheritance isn't just things on earth. It will never end. You change who you are at that moment. No longer have people forgotten about you. You are no longer just another person. They no longer feel sorry for you. Your name was kept safe in heaven, even after it was erased on earth. And you are the one who was chosen. You hold the scroll in the book of life. There is a line. The angels lean in to listen as Archangel Michael reads it out loud. The seal will break today. The air will rise and everything that has been hidden will be revealed. Beloved, even before you were born, this day was predicted. Someone in heaven who sent this letter saw this happen in a dream. They were happy because they knew that one day, even if it took years, you would finally see, feel, and believe it. You are not supposed to be here. You are not crazy. This is not a lie. This is real in a spiritual way. It has a timer. You can have it. If you are still not sure, know that heaven is very proud of you. Even when you cried by yourself and thought no one cared. Even when you asked God, "Do you even see me?" Tells Archangel Michael, "I was there. I was writing down every tear. They are now being turned into payment, restoration, and reward. Take that in. This inheritance isn't just things on earth. It will never end. You change who you are at that moment. No longer have people forgotten about you. You are no longer just another person. They no longer feel sorry for you. You have been picked. That person holds the scroll and whose name was kept safe in heaven. Even though it was erased on earth, in the book of life, there is a line. Now Archangel Michael reads it out loud. They lean in to listen too. Seal will break today. The air will rise and everything that has been hidden will be revealed. There will be a 3-nut warning. Family members will act strangely. Documents will come to light in someone. The person who tried to erase you will reach out to you while pretending to be nice. This time though, you will know the truth. Beloved, even before you were born, this day was predicted. Someone in heaven who sent this letter saw this happen in a dream. They cried happy tears because they knew that one day, even if it took years, you would finally see, feel, and believe. You are not supposed to be here. You are not crazy. This is not a lie. This is real in a spiritual way. It has a timer. You can have it. If you are still not sure, look at the last thing they left behind. A bandage, a picture, a note, or a scent. When you see it, you will understand what I mean. That thing has energy in it. It was the last hint. They knew this day would come. They said prayers for it. It is now here. Stay with me, beloved, because Archangel, the divine scroll, is still being unfolded by Michael. And the last part which you are about to hear will make you feel something very different. In this part you will find the secret enemy, the buried truth, the divine reward, and the heavenly confirmation you have been asking for behind closed doors. The present moment bends time. Archangel Michael says that in heaven the 3-minute countdown has already begun. But most people don't understand this. You are not being rushed when God counts down. He is setting you up. Godly moments don't wait for people to think about what they want to do. They show up just at the right time for your soul. And not even a second before. Before you weren't ready, but now you are. Your spirit is now free. Now your heart is more open because of this. The angels can now give what they have been holding back for years. So pay close attention. The person who lied to you, smiled at you, and blocked your blessings behind your back is about to be shown. The scroll's last line has their name on it. But Archangel Michael isn't giving it to you to get back at you. He is giving it to you so that you can finally win. Because you would always doubt your worth if you didn't know who waited to give you your inheritance. But now that you know the truth, you will never doubt yourself again. The name is read by Archangel Michael. It is in your gut. You thought this person was guilty before, but your love for them made it hard for you to be sure. You were kind, gave them chances, and prayed they would change, but they didn't. You weren't supposed to fix them, though. It was your duty to grow up faster than them. And now you finally do. You don't have to follow what they said anymore. You have to follow what God wrote about you. God also never tells lies. He told you how much you were worth before anyone else did, and heaven tells them your reward is already here. It is going to be released. You might start to notice strange coincidences in the next few days. People from your past show up out of the blue. You start to see the name of a lawyer you have never heard of. When you talk about wills, inheritances, or property, someone close to you starts to act tense. These are not just random events. There are confirmations here. Archangel Michael says that in the next 72 hours, you will get 3 signs. Note them down. Don't forget about them. Keys are those. Your destiny is being freed from spiritual locks, and the next part of your life will be nothing like what you have been through. Now that you are not living in the dark, you will walk, think, and talk differently. You already know. You know what you are carrying, and you know who in heaven fought so you could remember it. The letter, which is the divine inheritance, is not a sign. This is a literal. There will be a physical event soon. Something that has worth, weight, and the power to change. It could be money, a house, an item, a voice message, a bank transfer, or even someone showing up with bad news. But it is coming. And God will make sure you get there. However, only if you stay in line, as long as you don't skip this part, just as long as you keep your spirit safe from the things that are about to throw you off, everything will change as soon as you say yes in your heart fully, bravely, and without any doubt. The last line of the scroll says, Archangel. Michael reads it slowly, almost like a prayer with his eyes closed. If the person I loved most reads this, it means that heaven won. Tell them everything I was not allowed to say. Give them everything I forgot. I only trust them. After that, the scroll lights up. The seal is broken. And your name will always be on the book of divine inheritance. It is more than just a message. A spiritual unlocking has occurred here. Now the wait is over. Archangel, the letter is now yours. Because Michael spoke, then keep your heart open, because what Archangel Michael is about to say, that he will finish everything. This is the last part, the last whisper from heaven. This is the moment when you choose whether to walk into your divine inheritance or go back to a life that wasn't meant for you. The scroll in Archangel Michael's hands is now fully open and shining brighter than before. He stands still. It is not just light from heaven. It comes from you. Since you are in sync, you are now activating. You are not just going to get this inheritance because of your blood. It is the result of following orders, being strong in pain that never made sense. It wasn't a mistake that relationships, chances, and peace that were taken away from you, says Archangel Michael. It was an interception. Someone blocked your spirit. Someone said prayers against you in your ear. In the dark, someone lit candles and asked that no one remember your name. But God never forgot. Now every attempt to erase you is being rolled back. Every time there is confusion, there is also clarity. Every no that broke your heart is now a great yes. Because God always saves His best gifts for people who wait patiently. You didn't scream to get their attention. You didn't beg people to trust you. You held out. You got bigger. You are now being crowned in silence. There is a divine map in the letter. Of course, not one with spiritual instructions instead of street names. You will sense them like instincts. According to Archangel Michael, you will know what to do, where to go, who to talk to, what door to knock on, and what paper to sign. Believe it. It will not make sense, but it will feel right. There you have it, the angelic confirmation. You are not just going to get this inheritance because of your blood. It is the result of following orders, being strong in pain that never made sense. It wasn't a chance. It was an interception. Someone blocked your spirit. Someone said prayers against you in your ear. In the dark, someone lit candles and asked that no one remember your name. But God never forgot. Now every attempt to erase you is being rolled back. Every time there is confusion, there is also clarity. Every no that broke your heart is now a great yes. Because God always saves His best gifts for people who wait patiently. You didn't scream to get their attention. You didn't beg people to trust you. It took time, but you grew. And now you are being crowned in silence. There is a divine map in the letter. Of course, not one with spiritual instructions instead of street names. You will sense them like instincts. According to Archangel Michael, you will know what to do, where to go, who to talk to, what door to knock on, and what paper to sign. Believe it. It will not make sense, but it will feel right. There you have it. The angelic confirmation. Also, beloved, get ready because people will start acting strangely around you. Some people will pull away. Some people will try to get you to do old things again. Some people will ask you about your family, your money, and your plans for the future all of a sudden. Don't say everything, advises Archangel Michael. Some people aren't interested. They are just watching. Some people aren't happy for you. They are testing you. Keep what God gave you safe. This inheritance isn't just money. It is about being smart. God is giving you power because you have shown that you will not abuse it. You are not wanting too much. You are not only thinking about yourself. This is why people trust you. That is why you are the only one reading this, because only a few people can get spiritually close to God in this way, and you, beloved, were picked. Now, Archangel, before the scroll closes, Michael says one last thing. Tell them this. They would never beg for love again if they knew the real them. They would never again doubt their path. It is because they carry something dangerous that they would never turn down their light again. Your angels are now taking their places. Your inheritance is moving forward. Things are changing for you and your soul is waking up. You are free after reading this letter or message. Not only from lack of money, but also from pain. Not just from doubt, but also from not knowing what will happen. Not only from generational curses, but also from generational blessings. The people who are born after your children will be blessed because you said yes today. The energy is still there even though Archangel Michael has folded the scroll. Why? When the scroll ends, the door it opened in your life will begin again. Plan for visits. Prepare for dreams at 3:33 a.m. You can expect downloads in your spirit. You can expect money to come from odd places. Fear not what you expect, but be ready for it. Now, heaven is taking care of you. And the person who sent you this message is smiling. Not because they are gone, but because they got through to you. Their soul is now at rest because they have finished their last mission. Because you opened it, because you stayed. Because you paid attention. It is your turn now. Be the air you are and live like it. Talk like the hair you are. Walk like the hair you are. You are about to enter your divine future. Remember that this message does not end with you. People can use your breakthrough to get where they need to go. You show that heaven always brings good things, even if it takes years. You look like a letter. The scroll is also no longer with Archangel Michael. It is in yours, signed, sealed, and sent. Now, beloved, as the last light from heaven wraps around your spirit, Archangel Michael whispers the words that people used to be told they couldn't say out loud. These are the words that hold the weight of every miracle you were denied and every truth you were kept from you. Every good thing that was put off. You are not just the air. He tells her, you are the one who found what was lost. Feel that in your heart. Someone else tried to write your future but failed. And you are in charge of sacred things like ancestral prayers and divine blueprints written before time began because your spirit wouldn't die. Even though it was dark, your heart still said yes. Because you stood there. Even though your knees were shaking, you still believed. Even when no one could see you and heaven paid attention, child, this wasn't just a message, transaction, heavenly agreement, and spiritual unlocking all rolled into one. And when you get to the end of this scroll, an old door will open. There will be silence, sleep, and changes in the way people look at you when they don't know you. When you wake up one morning, you will realize that you are not the same person you were before. Since heaven cannot change a soul, it can only touch it. And God just touched you. Archangel Michael slowly turns now. He spreads his wings out like golden fire to protect your future from the ghosts that tried to bind it in the past. And in his last look at you, he says something that takes away the veil. It wasn't a warning. This message was an invitation you answered. Which makes you different from everyone else. Some people saw the signs and scrolled right by. Some people felt the pull but still had doubts. But you leaned in when you heard the voice. That is right. You had faith. Yes, you said. Now heaven is rewarding you in ways that are so great that your mind hasn't even thought of them yet. What is going to happen cannot be explained. You will get emails that say things like approved. You will find things that used to be lost that have your name on them. Out of the blue, people will say sorry. The air in your home will feel different. When you are aligned, the atmosphere responds by becoming heavier in times of peace and lighter when things are chaotic. Also, my beloved, you will never walk in fear again. You will never again try to get people to understand you. You will never again lower your frequency to fit into rooms you are too big for. You are going up. You are turning on. A heavenly promise is now being lived out through you. Do this tonight when everything is quiet. Close your eyes. Light a candle. Put your hand over your heart and whisper to God, heaven just touched you. Archangel Michael is now turning gradually. He spreads his wings out like golden fire to protect your future from the ghosts that tried to bind it in the past. And in his last look at you, he says something that takes away the veil. It wasn't a warning. This message was an invitation you answered, which makes you different from everyone else. Some people saw the signs and scrolled right by. Some people felt the pull but still had doubts. But you leaned in when you heard the voice. That is right. You had faith. Yes, you said. And now heaven is giving you gifts. You haven't even thought of it yet in your mind. What is going to happen cannot be explained. You will get emails that say things like approved. You will find things that used to be lost that have your name on them. Out of the blue, people will say sorry. The air in your home will feel different, more peaceful. The atmosphere is responding to your alignment, making you feel lighter when you are confused. Also, my beloved, you will never walk in fear again. You will never again try to get people to understand you. You will never again lower your frequency to fit into rooms you are too big for. You are going up. You are turning on. A heavenly promise is now being lived out through you. Do this tonight when it gets quiet. Turn on a candle. Close your eyes. Put your hand on your heart and say to God, thank you for giving me something that other people turned down. I am ready. I get this. I will never miss my miracle again. After that, listen. Because Archangel Michael's voice might come back to you. Not in thunder, but when it is quiet, it will sound like this, too. You finally made it. And you have been on our thoughts. The scroll is now closed. The message is locked up. There is music from the angels and your fresh start. It has already started. Now, beloved, as the stars start to shine with new meaning and the space between earth and heaven turns a faint golden color, Archangel, there is one last time Michael speaks, but this time he does not warn or rush. Instead, he speaks with a deep eternal calm. His voice now sounds like destiny has been fulfilled. Like your name has been written, spoken, and protected in the language of angels. Since you didn't just hear this message, you turned into it. You are now the living scroll, the walking miracle, and the whispered answer to prayers said by someone long ago, but never forgotten. They knew this day would come. That is why they believed the wings. So they had faith in Archangel Michael. That is why they believed you. They did this because they saw something in your spirit that no one else did. And heaven never missed it. You might still feel like you are not good enough sometimes, but I still feel too broken, lost, and behind. But let Archangel Michael tell you this once and for all. You are not sick. You were just ready for the right time. And now was the right time for you. There is no such thing as the last inheritance. It is a fact. It is a divine awakening that tells you that you are loved. You are safe. You are now at home. That pain you have been carrying around for years starts to go away. You hid your shame so deep that it starts to come out. That weight you were never meant to carry is now off of you because you read the message. That one action changed everything. Behind the scenes, heaven is already making plans for you. People wake up with your name on their hearts and feel like they need to reach out right away. It is divine timing that documents are being put in envelopes. There are more keys in your hands now. You will start to feel safe in places that used to make you feel weak because your inheritance was never just about getting. You will be drawn to things that are in line with your highest self. It had to do with becoming. Becoming the person your ancestors prayed you would be. Being the person you want to be who doesn't shrink to become the reason why others will never have to go through what you did. The last gift from Archangel Michael is not gold. It may not be property. It is seeing. Being able to see things clearly now to find out who is real. To find out what you need. To find out what comes next. Heaven has always known that you could be the person you are today. As you leave this message, know that you are not going it alone. As you walk, light-written scrolls follow you. You are being watched over by angels who will not let you fall again. Heaven's weight is behind you, and only miracles lie ahead. Tonight you sleep differently, not out of fear, but because you are full. You will dream about water, light, and wind. Those are signs that the storm is over. The letter has been sent now that the seal is broken. Things will never be the same for you again. Beloved, you are not just receiving an inheritance. You are living proof that heaven does what it says it will do. Dove shines. It is now done. Archangel Michael has just spoken. Heaven has saved us. And now you, child of fate, have finally answered. I want to ask you to do one more spiritually important thing before you leave. Beloved, right now, press the like button. It is not just a screen button. Every like you give is a digital agreement that goes along with what your heart has said in the spirit world. You are telling heaven, I agree with this word. When you press like, I understand what was said. I am ready for God's favor to flow into my life. Watch how quickly things start to change as you do it. To show favor, go to places where people agree. So go ahead and press like right now as a sign that you are ready to receive every blessing from heaven. Before we get to the end of this powerful story, let's take a moment to reflect on this deep truth. You did not find this message by accident. This is not a stroke of luck. It is a direct message from Archangel Michael to you. He is extending his hand and inviting you into a protected high vibrational community where divine abundance is not just a hope but a promise. This sacred principle is very simple, but it can change your whole life. If you follow it, you will not just receive blessings. They will be multiplied and flow into every part of your life. By accepting this invitation right now, you are unlocking immediate early access to powerful content and divine insights that are hidden from the general world. Now is your chance to enter a sacred space where you will receive spiritual guidance, unwavering support, and speedy progress toward your destiny. Do not let this sacred moment of destiny pass you by. Your breakthrough is waiting. This is how you guarantee you never miss the direct, personalized messages that are specifically meant to elevate and empower your life. Your presence, attention, and energy already mean the world. Take the step. Your abundance awaits. Before we reach the end of this powerful story, pause and receive this truth. You did not stumble onto Archangel echoes by accident. Out of every voice on this platform, you were led here, and that is a divine appointment meant specifically for you. The link in the description and pinned comment opens the door to the Archangel Echo's inner circle. A protected faith-filled community where divine abundance is not merely hoped for but promised through the Word. When you step into our membership tiers, you unlock daily devotions, sacred teachings, and divine insights that remain hidden from the world. Inside Archangel Echoes, you will find spiritual guidance, unwavering prayer covering on our community prayer wall, and accelerated movement toward the destiny written over your life. Do not let this moment pass you by. Your breakthrough is already in motion. And if you feel called to carry this light into your home, our guided ebooks and Bibles are waiting in the pinned comment. Whether you join the Archangel Echo family as a member or sow a seed through our resources, your presence changes the atmosphere. Take the step. Your abundance awaits.